Hey guys, so last time I talked about keeping secrets, and I'm gonna develop that here. Like always, if you're a normal storyteller unrelated to D&D, stick around and see if you can pick up some ideas as, well, secrets are part of your trade as much as it is for DMs. Secrets are my bread and butter as a DM. Like, it's my favorite thing ever. Everything you hide and reveal adds a payoff and intrigue to the story, and it's just amazing. If you can't tell yet, I absolutely love them, and I will probably keep saying that until you realize that I fucking love them. Knowing when to reveal a secret is going to be pivotal for any intrigue or game you play, even as a player or a DM or whatever. So, first, player secrets. I'm starting off with the players here now. A character having a secret about them is something I promote for everyone and everything. It could literally be anything. It's something personal about your character that only a few people know. It's something that you can give, like when you give it to a party member of, one of your friends, it really does show how your character feels about someone, how they, how much they trust someone because they are telling them something that they don't normally tell people. And of course, you should always make sure your DM knows your character's secret. You can't just like be like, "Oh yeah, I'm actually the ex prince of X place," and your DM's like, "What?" That's not really a good thing. Um, to give an example of just how good it is to have a secret for your characters is in one of my games, Queen's Roll. You guys will probably hear about that one a little bit. We have a secret. One of our characters has a secret where she has a mask and she's always wearing her mask when she's around people and she's always hiding her face. Why she does it? Well, it's because she's related to a god, and that's kind of to reflect her relationship to that god and how she views herself. And the mask obviously hides her face. That's the only secret there. It's just hiding her face. But now in Queen's Rule, she can always take off her mask, and that symbolizes how she views someone. She is showing someone her face when she has not shown anyone besides her god in a long time. Very interesting. Another example of that could be the Mandalorian. When he took off his helmet in season 2 to Grogu, that's a huge moment for his character. He's essentially going up to Grogu and saying, "Hey, you're my son. Let you look upon the face of your father for the last time, or possibly the last time." Uh, your character's secret can be anything, as I have stated before. It can be something as interesting and huge as he's the former prince of a fallen kingdom, or it could be something kind of interesting, like kind of something simple but kind of sweet, like they are a hopeless romantic and they are writing poems to a lady in a far off land. Those two examples are obviously somewhat a little bit more extreme, but just having a little something, having some secrets to your character, it makes them feel more real. No one is just an open book, and it adds a little bit extra depth that I'm sure your party members will appreciate as they play. Shit. Whoops. I didn't realize I was going to fix that. Uh, so to our DMs, you'll want to familiarize yourself with the secrets of your game, both the players and the ones you are hiding, as of course you have your own secrets. When secrets are in your game, the DM is the one in charge of sprinkling them in. He's in charge of sending out, how much of the player's secrets are being shown. How you don't want to show all of it, as a secret kind of comes boring when everyone knows it. You want to just show a little bit of a secret at a time. And you don't want to give away everything, but you want to give away something. Oh, and also, be absolutely sure that when you're introducing secrets, and secrets are a factor, that you're not leaving your party in the absolute dark. The party's going to get annoyed and they're going to fed up. They're going to hate that really quickly. You want the party to be like a mix of we don't know anything and we know a lot. Because when you have that moment of a player thinking about all thinking about everything they've learned and being like piecing that together, that is going to be the ultimate payoff for you. That's awesome. I personally recommend mixing up what secrets you're using at a time. One session, tease a certain player's secret, give a little bit of meat, give some meat for them to bite on if they want to choose to. Do a little side adventure related to that secret, and relate that secret to another secret in your game, and sprinkle in as much of the world as you can. That's going to be Your players are going to love that. They're going to eat that shit up. If you're planning characters to backstab a party, for instance, hint at that from the very beginning. In Queen's Rule, I cannot tell you the joy I felt watching one of my players piece together a mystery I planted from session 2 and all the way until like session 21 or something like that. And after they did all that piecing together, they still realize that they're still missing a big chunk and they don't understand everything. But they still know so much, so they couldn't give up, but they also still needed to keep going. There's still more work. So mastering that mix is going to ensure that even 20 sessions after the mystery started, you're going to have a great game. But if you just do that, you might have some problems. Always mix in as many tips as you can. There's not like in D&D there is too a thing about too much ingredients spoils the pot or whatever, but you still need a lot of ingredients to make a good game. Um, and the next trick I am recommending is contradictions. If you can introduce a secret and then maybe a few sessions later contradict it, have these moments that are huge but don't necessarily make sense. They're missing some kind of connection, or they outright contradict something else. That's going to help you. And it's kind of easy to do, especially in fantasy games where, like, let's say you have give a character an alibi. Like a character's like this character was spotted in the bar late last night when when they were supposedly murdering another character. That like if there's proof of both, that's going to be huge. Like your party's going to be like, well, what the is there two murders? Is there twins? Like, is there a changeling? What happened here? And they lack the proof to execute their target, but they also have no idea if their target is even their target. It's great. If you can after the session, if you can make sure that the players know there is something there and want to look more into it, but know that not sure what to do next, that's great. And that what to do next is where you're going to jump in and you're going to play with that. And before we end off, I do want to say that a player can also use contradictions as well. Like that, it's a little more difficult for them as they are obviously not controlling the story, but the players have the initiative and they can set things up. So let's say your bard has a crush on the queen herself, and secretly he sneaks off from the party to go kiss her toes in the middle of the night. But one night after the party was attacked by a bone claw, they know the streets are not safe. They can't just go sneak off in the middle of the night to alone. They'll just start losing people. The bard now has to think on, well, do I reveal my secret to a friend of mine and hope that they will help me? Or do I find a way out without raising suspicions? That contradiction right there is going to have a lot of fun. Where the bard gets to choose about revealing their secret, or they get to make a contradiction. They get to I don't know how like leave a pillow in their bed and make it seem like they were in bed the entire time. It's and that contradiction right there can lead to some fun drama and tons of interesting stuff. And before we end the episode, um, next time, speaking of bards, I want to do a thing on bards, as bards are a really cool class. So, see you all next time.